This is the 3 worst mistakes every guy makes for fat loss. I went from having belly fat to getting 6-pack lean to this summer. And I've also talked to multiple guys who struggle to lose fat. So in this video, I'll break down the 3 worst mistakes that is making you stay fat and how you can stop doing them today. The first fat loss mistake I see everyone do is that they eat like nerds. So it was a few weeks ago and I was eating with my family and my mom said she's often hungry and she snacks throughout the day. And I told her, you're hungry because you're not eating enough protein. You should eat like more meat. And I explained that protein makes you stay full. And that's the first mistake most people do. They don't eat enough protein. So they are not full. They overeat. They snack throughout the day. And you're basically eating like a nerd if you're not eating a lot of protein. Like nerds, they eat often like just vegetarian foods. You want to eat like a warrior, like a man, a lot of meat, a lot of protein. Because when you eat more protein, you will burn more calories because it's harder for your body to digest protein. So you'll burn more calories just by eating protein. You'll also build more muscles. When you have more muscles, you also burn more calories. And also you will stay full. So you need to have more protein. The mistake you're probably doing right now that making you stay fat is you have only like 30% of your plates with protein. You need to get that up. 60% at least with high protein foods like meat and eggs. Meat can be steak, ground beef, chicken, fish, then just eggs. You don't want to have your plate full with carbs like pasta, rice, potatoes. That is not gonna give you a 6-pack. That is not gonna help you lose fat. That makes you gain fat. It is protein that help you lose fat. Those carbs give you energy, and when you don't use that energy, they get stored as fat. So if you're not a professional athlete, you just like gaining more fat if you're eating mainly carbs. You want to have at least 60% of your plates with high protein foods. I do like 70, 80 sometimes when I want to lose fat. Start having more protein, and you shouldn't have like any excuse to not do it. Meat tastes good, eggs taste good. It doesn't take a long time to cook it, like having a steak, some ground beef. You can cook it, you can even like prepare it, so you do a big amount, then you have it for a few days. You can even order steak, ground beef, if you're like busy working all the time. And if you're eating out at a restaurant, you can just order steaks, some like meat, and then don't eat all of the carbs. Let's say you get steak and some potatoes, then you save some of the potatoes, depending on how much it is. But this was the first fat loss mistake. You're not eating enough protein. Start eating more protein, at least 60%. By the way, I used to pause the video for a second. I'm doing free coaching calls right now. The only requirement is that you are a busy entrepreneur. So if you are a busy entrepreneur, you can get some personal help to build muscles, lose fat. Just click the top link in the description. It's not a typical sales call. I will actually like give you tips, give you value for around like 20 minutes on the call. So click the top link in the description if you are a busy entrepreneur, you want help with losing fat, building muscles. The second mistake that is stopping you from losing fat is you're eating too much bullshit. So there is a guy I know that has been trying to lose fat for a while, for years now. So I have seen him try. He's going out for walks a few times a week, maybe 2 times a week. And he's talking about that he wanna lose fat. He's making some adjustments with his diet, but he's basically stayed the same for years now, over like 3 years, maybe even gotten fatter. And it has been one mistake I have seen him do and keep on doing, and that is his diet. His diet just sucks, and I know that is why he's not making progress getting leaner. He walks 2-3 times a week, but then he eats junk food sometimes, he drinks alcohol, and his diet is just messed up. You have some like yogurt to breakfast, a lunch with a lot of carbs, low in protein, dinner also low in protein, a lot of carbs, then maybe has some alcohol sometimes, some ice cream. It's just like a weak diet that is not supporting his fat loss goals. I see it. That's the second mistake most guys are doing for fat loss. Their diet just sucks. They are eating bullshit, they're eating junk food, drinking alcohol. If you want to lose fat, you want to get lean, you need to stop junk food. There's no way around it. You can't get lean while eating junk food. I don't care what these people say that it's just about calories. No. Junk food, like high sugar foods, fast food, they make you gain fat. Not only because of the calories. Yes, they are very calorie dense, but they also have sugar and bad oils, which make it so much harder to lose fat and actually make you gain fat. Sugar makes you gain fat. It literally fucks up everything. So you need to stop junk food, stop alcohol too, soda, like all bullshit. Cut it away. It will make losing fat so much easier, because right now you probably got fat because you ate too much junk food. That's just reality. No way you ate too much ground beef and eggs and like rice and you got fat. That's not happening. You probably ate too much junk food, drank too much alcohol, and that's why you're fat. You need to stop it. It's like you're rowing a boat that got holes. You need to fix the holes so you don't sink and you can actually like go faster. Same with losing fat. You need to stop with the things that made you fat, that is making you even more fat, and that's junk food. Cut it out. Everything: ice cream, candy, chocolate, fries, fried chicken, cakes, cookies, everything. I know it's hard. It was very hard for me because I was like sugar addicted. I loved having junk food, but I knew this is what's required to get in the best shape of my life. And another benefit I got from it was I could focus much better on my business. When I had stopped, I had much better focus, much better productivity, and also my immune system improved. So I never get sick now. I haven't been sick for like 4 years almost, 3.5. So I have no days off on my business, on my work. That's also something that will help you with your business, with your work. You will have much better focus, much better energy. You will be sick less, so you can like work harder, get in more work. So stopping junk food is very high on the return on investment. And the thing that helped me stop was slowly having it less and less, like once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, just having it less and less. It's a hard process. I'm gonna be real with it. It was hard. It was a lot of times I had cravings. I just needed to fight with my mind, say no. But yeah, most 99% of people are addicted to junk food. They eat it almost daily. So of course it's hard. If it would be easy, everyone would stay away from junk food. And don't worry, you won't miss out. You're missing out right now on having six-pack abs. That's the real thing you're missing out on. You won't miss out on having a cookie here and there. Like after you quit, your body gets used to eating real food, so you don't even wanna eat some bullshit junk food. Like right now, I don't care about junk food. I've been going 2 years without it. My body is used to eating real food. Like I love eggs, I love steak, ground beef, Greek yogurt. You will fall in love with those healthy foods, and that's when everything becomes much easier. When you look forward to your meals, and your meals actually help you with your fitness goals. So the mistake you're doing is you're eating junk food, eating bullshit. Stop with all that. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it. The third fat loss mistake is eating different meals. So in 2022, I remember how I used to have all kind of different breakfasts. I could have a sandwich with some like cheese slice some days. Sometimes I could do like 2 eggs. Sometimes I could have some oatmeal porridge. Sometimes I just skipped breakfast. But I used to have random breakfast, or I even skipped breakfast. But then in 2023, I made a big change. I started having 4 eggs and oatmeal porridge to my breakfast every day, never skipping, really consistent with it. Same breakfast, same amount of food to my breakfast. I had 4 eggs and 3 portions of oatmeal porridge and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter on. That was not a fat loss breakfast. That was more on like building muscles, getting bigger. Because I started off skinny. I started having that breakfast, and quickly I saw great results. I started building more muscles. I had a lot of energy from that, and I kept on having that breakfast for months. I used to like realize having the same meals every day is a cheat code. If you found something that works for you, that help you get where you want to be, it's much better to have the same meals than you switching up every day, because you're literally guessing if you're eating a new meal that you don't eat often. Because why not just have a meal every day that guarantees progress than risking like fucking it up with a new meal? Maybe it has less protein, maybe it has more calories, so you don't really reach your fitness goals by that meal. But finding a meal, a breakfast, lunch, dinner, then having that works for you, that you see that you're losing fat from, then just having it every day is a cheat code. Especially if you're a busy man, busy entrepreneur. You don't wanna think of what meal you should have, cook something new. You just want the same meals every day. Like for me, I have the same breakfast every day, almost the same lunch every day. I'm still working on it. I will start having like the same lunch every day also, because it makes everything much easier. So the mistake you're doing is that you're switching up. You may be having a random breakfast, you may be having some random lunch, rather than just having the same meals, the same breakfast, the same lunch, same dinner every day that you see progress from, and then you're sticking to that. It saves time and guarantees progress. So an example can be 3 eggs to breakfast. You can use like fry them, scramble them, however you want. But 3 eggs is very good. It will boost your testosterone and you'll get 18 grams of protein. And then ground beef and rice for lunch, making sure you have 60% at least with ground beef and then only 40% off the plate with rice. One solid portion of that is good. And then steak and sweet potatoes for dinner. So you have like maybe one or two steaks and some sweet potatoes. You can also have some vegetables if you want. But if you eat like that and have no junk food, no snacks in between your meals, it's guaranteed that you will lose fat. I'm not even talking about the calories or like how much protein it got, but just eating those foods and at least 60% with protein is like guaranteed, because it's like guaranteed. Only if you don't eat 3 big plates, but if you have 3 eggs to breakfast, 1 plate, solid portion to lunch, a solid portion to dinner, not too big but not too small, just like a medium portion, that will do the job for you. And then making sure to not snack on anything in between. Don't drink any soda, don't have some milkshake, some cookies. Just eating those 3 meals, they will guarantee that you lose fat. That was the third mistake. You're switching up what you're eating too much. You're eating different meals. Find something that works. You can try what I said, or you sticking to the principles with a lot of meat, low carbs, no bullshit, and coming up with your own meals. And by the way, just to pause the video for a second, if you're a busy entrepreneur and you want to lose fat, build muscles, finally be proud of your body, you can get a free one-on-one coaching call with me if you click the top in the description. I will give you some personal help with whatever you want help with and implement these, and just give you value for like 20 minutes. Then at the end you can decide if you want to work with me or not. It's not like a typical sales call, but because I will actually give you help for 20 minutes. It's a win-win. So it's a win-win. You get some free help, I get a potential client, and the only requirement is that you're a full-time entrepreneur. Whether you join my one-on-one coaching or not, you will still walk away with value and be able to make more progress. Top link in the description if you want that. But if you're not an entrepreneur, no worries. Watch this video right here if you want to finally get rid of your belly fat and get visible abs. Become Jared Blood.